gonna be sunny, girl. Look at that. The sun's coming out. So last time I was out here doing this, I set the cabin down on the new posts and beams over there. I'm gonna check it before I put all the fasteners in. When I jacked it up, one of those jacks, it wasn't on the very end of the beam, and there's no weight in the grate room where the sliding glass door is, so it kind of pushed up in a weird position. So I just need to make some final adjustments in general, make sure everything's as flat as I want it, and then I'll fasten everything together. That's touching that one. Alright, well, there's no support there except for on the corner, so somehow I'm gonna have to pull this down. So hopefully that helps clarify. That's level over there, that's level over there. Gotta get that to drop down somehow. Too short. So make it better. Like that. Oh yeah. Oh, I don't even have to ratchet it. I got a timber screw on the top of the beam there, timber screw on the post on both sides there at the bottom, and then on the other side here, we got that one, and I didn't even have to ratchet it. I can literally just like yank on it and it'll come down and touch my post here. So I am gonna ratchet it that way. Okay, that's good. Yeah, it's nice and tight there. It's just such a weird distribution of weight here because there's so much weight on that corner. It's so heavy, and then right here, there's barely anything. I just gotta take a hair off of that. A little bit more of a hair off of that one. Hey. Oh, you're right there. Hey, good. Let's do this at the truck. It's gonna be easier on our backs. Oh, come on. No, you can't be in the way. You're gonna have to get down. Oh, here she goes. Here she goes. Here she goes. Here she goes. Come on, girl. Come on. Oh, I'll let you down. Good job. Good job. Oh my goodness. Need one of those big hand saws, which I don't have. This is the loud one from the other day. Carol, there's sawdust all over you. Probably good enough for what it's for. Let's go. That one works. Like a glove. And now we use the laser to check everything. Yeah, this is all of our fasteners. Can you carry the nails, please? Grab those. Two of them. One of them. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. You're kind of in the way. You're kind of in the way. My big helper over here. I'm just giving her a hard time. It's great to have her here. Very good morale booster you are. Ow. Something's happening with that one. You gotta move, I'm sorry. You gotta move positions. You gotta move positions. You okay right there? It's lunchtime. We gotta go eat lunch. So before lunch, we finished the corner one and then the first tee right there. And now I'm gonna put 2 of these timber screws through the beam and into the 2x4 plates here. Hopefully this will better show what's going on here. Once that's into the beam, it goes all the way through the beam and then it threads through those 2 plates like that. So that's gonna help fasten the beam to the cabin itself, and I'll do that all the way down. That'll be in the middle of the 2x4. That's gonna be, okay. No. Hey, come here, get that out of your mouth. Wow, that's loud. Holy shit. Whew. Dang, girl, dang. When you run out of shims, paint can mixers work pretty well. We gotta move. Okay. You gonna stay there? I would too. Come on, girl. We did it. We gotta start cleaning up tools before everything gets wet. All right, that's the important stuff. I think we just gotta wait it out now. It's probably gonna rain for like 10 minutes and then it'll stop. We gotta start charging batteries. We got power tool batteries, we got laptop batteries, we got camera batteries, we got the battery bank batteries, all kinds of batteries. Ow. Stop it. You don't want that. That's icky. It's icky. There's your toy. There's your toy. This is fine. See? Go do that. girl, hey, girl, come right here. No, girl, jeez, what are you doing? Oh my goodness. Yeah, stop it. Stop it. We're done. Let's finish strong. What do you say? Let's finish strong. Yeah. Nope. You ready to be done, girl? I'm so sorry that took so long, but we're not done yet. No.
Sí, claro. Voy a llamarlo por teléfono.
Yo puedo ir el jueves también.
We got your first bag of dog food back there, and we got some nail trimmers too, because we need to clip your nails. And we got a bunch of poop bags. I guess that's my life now, dog food and poop bags. You ready to get some tools? Mia, you ready to get some tools to finish the project back there? This has 10 of them, we need 9, so I think that'll work. And we got the drill bit here. We're good. We be drilling soon. Well, I'm gonna be drilling, you're gonna be with Mama. You're gonna be hanging out with Mama. And now I am back. As you can see, the weather is better. I am here by myself. Mia is with Julia, and I'm going to pick up where I left off last time I was here. See, this is why I'm doing things the way that I'm doing them, because this line was already on this board. This is the one that I used to tie all the temporary beams together, so it already had all these lines and marks all over it. So I made this one right where I need it to be, and then I'm putting these lines on either side. The 2x6 is going to go right in the middle of these two lines that I'm drawing, and the X marks the spot where it needs to go. So it's very clear, kind of idiot proofing it for myself as much as possible. Let's do it. That's not going anywhere. I must have hit rebar on that one. I got this bit specifically because it has 4 teeth on it as opposed to 2, which some of them have. In the event that I did hit the rebar that I put in here, that bit is supposed to drive through it. So it took some extra time, but I got through it. I was getting a little nervous there. I was like, oh man. By the way, now that I'm sitting here thinking of this, I want to say it before the end of the video in case I forget. This is not going to be in the way of what I'm going to do in the future with the skirting to cover all this and protect it from water damage. I couldn't put it on either side because these are right here. And maybe I could put it in the back, but probably not. If you look at the size of this thing, I mean, technically I probably could do it, but I don't want to be underneath there doing all this stuff, and it's going to be covered. Nobody will ever see this the way that I'm going to do it. So you'll see if you see that video in the future. All right, everybody, that's a wrap for this step in the process back here. I'll share some close-up footage of things behind the cabin because I didn't really get a whole bunch of great shots of that. So I started by adding the T-brackets to the posts and beams, and I added the shims just because I wanted the T-brackets to sit flush on everything. And then when I ran out of shims, I used paint can stir sticks things. The only place I wasn't able to add one of these is right here because all the plumbing for the toilet is in the way. Not sure what to do about that. I guess in the future when I renovate the bathroom, like I said in a previous video, I'm probably gonna rip out all the flooring and I'll re-plumb the toilet because I'll probably be putting in a new toilet. So I just got to remember when the time comes and I have some space available, I can put this in there. So I'm just gonna stick this right there and it'll be ready for the future. Then this bottom plate and this stud right here is for framing for the skirting. So I'll be able to rip sheets of OSB about 24 inches and there's something to fasten to every 2 feet. That post, this stud, that post, this stud, on and on down the line. That's why they're placed where they're placed. Whatever sheathing I use, which will probably just be OSB or it'll be this siding. I think OSB is cheaper, so I'll probably just use that. And then I finished with these brackets with the bolt going into the concrete and then a timber screw going into the post. I don't think it's super necessary because this whole cabin was built on 4x4s and pier blocks and none of them are fastened to the blocks. But I figured, you know what, in the future, like I'm here, I'm doing this, might as well just anchor it because It's going to be much more difficult to do in the future if I want to, and I'll just do it now. So I did that. I was going to try and spend some time trying to explain how these anchors work, but I don't know if I can do a sufficient job. It just has to do with the end of it expanding as you tighten the bolt on top. I don't know. There's probably a video from the manufacturer you can look up that explains it much better. This thing, I mean, everything is so freaking solid back here and the cabin is so heavy. But as I mentioned before, when I was installing the beams, there's a reason why they're 7x7. That's because of what I needed to remove and what I wanted to replace. So the size of the beams and the posts are important. And then everything else is made to accommodate the size of that. So I guess it's not really overkill, but it's just that's the way my brain works. I'm not an engineer, I'm not an architect. I think it was worth it. I think I'm pretty satisfied with the way things are right now. I said earlier on in the video that it might not be until like middle of summer when I'm ready to actually put the sheathing and the standing seam metal skirting on there, because I got a lot more work to do in preparation, not only for this spot, but the front of the cabin. There's just a lot to do. So we'll get to that when it's time. Appreciate you guys checking this one out, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye.